Have you ever had a good idea for a business?
Yes.
Do you want it to come true?
Yes.
Have you ever had a good idea for a business?
Yes.
Do you want it to come true?
Yes.
Good idea for a business?
Oh, yes.
Do you want it to become a reality?
Yes.
Have you ever had a good idea that you want for a business?
Yes.
Would you like it to be a reality?
Yes.
Great idea to start new business, especially for young people who are kind of inexperienced in this field. But I think that implies a lot of initiative and hard work.
I think that the mindset of the young people that are trying to start their own business needs to be a little bit different than traditional people. What they need to do is open more their minds to new ideas, new models, new entrepreneurship ideas that can help them thrive in the things they want to accomplish. One of the key points in opening a new business is the commitment you have to put in the project. So, but it has to show the commitment that they're gonna put in it. It's not just like a game. You really have to show the core interaction that you're gonna believe in, and that you're gonna keep working to accomplish the goal that you wanna produce.
Okay, thank you. Sure, you have success, but at any moment, do you doubt your business would work?
Yeah, sure.
Usually, we think that in order for us to be happy, we need success. But it has been proven that when someone is having difficulties, their creativity will grow and they will be able to work their way through their problems. So what do we need to succeed? Is a great idea enough to achieve success? Do we really need to have money in order to start turning our ideas into actions? Starting a business is a very big decision, and one must consider many different aspects before taking the first step. We divide these in two: personal and social economic. The personal aspect has to do with the entrepreneur's personality and inspiration. One should know what motivates them to get up in the morning and their talents. The social economic aspect focuses on the market. If an entrepreneur can identify the various tendencies for necessities and wants, they'll be able to push the correct product into the market. As part of this big decision, one must consider the advantages and disadvantages of entrepreneurship as well. The advantages include independence, a personal team, freedom of time, a sense of belonging and satisfaction, and higher profit. While the disadvantages can be much higher workload, financial risks and uncertainty, unbalanced personal and work life, and an unstable income. The successful entrepreneur, Tom Selznock, gives us some tips. Delegate your tasks. Manage your time. Visualize your goals. Communicate. Value your time. Seek help. Work outside the office. And give back to society.
I don't think that's really easy for many reasons. One of them is corruption, briberies. All the external factors we're going through in Mexico are just difficult, like politics and so on. So I would say it's so hard, but not impossible to make it.
I don't think it's easy, especially without experience. You need hard work and good contacts, especially in Mexico.
As a first-time young business entrepreneur, you must understand the different legal requirements for starting a business in Mexico City. Legally speaking, one must have the following prerequisites.
The legal requirements are Greenland Bell Use Business Launch Notification, Operational Licenses, Exterior Advertisements, Registration to the Registro Federal de Contribuyentes.
All businesses will require financial needs, and if you're not able to find investors for your idea, a bank loan is one of the options you can look into. To get a loan in Mexico City, one must require the following prerequisites. A minimum required age of 18 years. Usually, a mortgage for younger people has better conditions, and some have even been able to reach 100% support. A good credit history based on your financial transactions. And finally, an initial capital to cover the expenses for property, management, credit opening, valuation, and deeds. According to the INEGI, a national survey has shown that at least 75% of businesses are micro-businesses, meaning that entrepreneurship is at an all-time high. That doesn't come without its negative aspects. From these microbusinesses, 47.6% don't take actions towards production problems, and a big problem of them is that they don't even desire growth. Their main reasons are on insecurity and satisfaction for the company as it is. They're also afraid of getting financial support from banks because it's expensive, and they believe that they don't need credit to invest in their company, meaning that microbusinesses in Mexico focus more on cash informal transactions. Microbusinesses don't take advantages of technological advancements of the world either, with only about 25% of them using computing equipment. Mexico only stands at 71 out of 130 in the Global Entrepreneurship Index. Forbes describes that Mexico needs to change the following aspects to improve this index. They need to improve on training and education in the areas of management and accounting. Mexico has been missing their focus in education these past years, staying at the level of countries like India and being very far from other Latin American countries like Chile and Colombia. Mexico also lacks financial support, has excessive regulations, has insecurities and corruption as well. This puts Mexico as the 107 out of 130 in entrepreneurship environment. Most Mexican businesses tend to be illegal and don't care about innovation and creativity. Mexicans desire to become their own bosses, but they are not ready to invest full time and dedication to their businesses. Entrepreneurship should be about creating a new company to give back to society, not just a small business to make ends meet. In 2014, Mexico City's government teamed up with the Fondeso to identify the future business leaders from their talents. The Jóvenes Emprendedores en la Ciudad program assessed 30,000 high school and college students by 2016. Through their surveys, they were able to identify a large number of high schoolers interested in the program. One of Mexico's main financial solutions for young people is Crédito Joven, which allows 18 to 35-year-olds to gain financing at preferential rates with the support of the government. Young people without a credit history can even get financing ranging from 50,000 to 2.5 million pesos. Carlos Ruiz briefly explains how the government supports, not financially, but in the legal part, both aiming for Mexico's economy to grow and create jobs.
Yeah, we don't use government help in investment, but we sure have alliances with a lot of government because we think what they're trying to build is also what we are trying to build in the case of the INADEM. So if they're trying to promote entrepreneurship in Mexico, that's what we are trying to promote. So what a better way to keep promoting it than working together in the goal we're both trying to achieve.
The Mexico City's government has created alliances with many different associations, such as ProEmpleo, Time Out, FUST, and Startup Mexico, to encourage the development of entrepreneurial businesses of young people, as well as training, counseling, and providing exhibition spaces. The Association of Young Mexican Entrepreneurs seeks to foster entrepreneurship through their international programs and alliances with the AEM, a network of contacts located in 38 cities between Mexico and the US. They aim to create a binational forum that will open the participation of major players in both countries and debate on issues such as energy solutions and border restrictions, as well as organizing training, conferences, and summits. Crowdfunding businesses have been a very big part of Mexico City's entrepreneurship market. They tend to be very small in size, and although they do help entrepreneurs locally, the extent of their services might be limited. The only company that has extended in a much bigger level is Ashoka, a global organization with 35 years of experience, who has opened its offices in Mexico since 1987 to support universities and social entrepreneurship. Carlos Ruiz, director of Play Business, supported our research, saying the following.
People might come across when trying to get a fund for a business.
There are two-point issues that can block them in receiving investment. The first one is the access and the information. I don't think enough people know about different models that can help them get some investment for the project. They don't know about some platforms, they don't know about private investors, they don't know how to get this money. It's not that it's not out there, it's the fact that they don't know how to reach out and get it. And
So we know that help exists, and in many ways. The problem is that the business tends to only give financial support to older people with longer credit records and business experience. This shows us that crowdfunding is still slow in Mexico City, and entrepreneurs still need to depend on more traditional methods of gaining funds. Regardless of the situation in Mexico, many young entrepreneurs have been able to succeed in their businesses. Here are some stories that show us that people can be successful no matter the difficulties. Moise Cherem Arana and his two partners are filling the educational and informational technology gaps in underprivileged communities. In 2007, he founded Enova, an independent organization that designs, builds, and operates e-learning centers. In 2009, they raised 50 million pesos through government, charity, and corporate funding. Enrique Gomez Junco created Optima Energía, an energy-saving company that implements unique technical solutions to increase energy efficiency in domestic businesses. They were able to help them save as much as 40% in energy bills, and their services don't even require an upfront payment. They gain financing through development banks to fund their projects, and clients only need to give them a portion of their energy savings for a period of 10 years. The company has helped their clients save as much as 18 million pesos. Mexico City is one of the central cities of the world, and entrepreneurship should be one of its key assets. But complications in the bureaucracy and the general attitude towards being an entrepreneur has limited the development of young business owners throughout the city. The Mexican government has worked towards creating the best environment for entrepreneurs, with a diverse set of programs and alliances with associations. It has the potential to be one of the central world hubs of innovation and change, but it has to refocus its assets and not just create opportunities, but support the new generation and motivate them towards a bigger future, instead of just making ends meet.